Hey guys, Steve Trowbridge here. So for this video, I'm going to be talking about some wrestling, which I haven't been doing quite often. I keep up with, I've said this many times, but I keep up with wrestling on Facebook. That's how I mainly keep up with it. I haven't been watching really a ton of it, or a lot of it at all lately. I need to. I want to watch TNA again. I need to catch up with TNA and, Raw. I mean, I don't really watch anyways, but I kind of keep up with what's going on Facebook and reviews and various other websites. So apparently, and this news, I mean, everybody probably knows this now, but I want to talk about it. But apparently, Velvet Sky has left TNA, and honestly, I could care less. I'm actually kind of happy that she left because she had come back so many times. Like, I think she came back like 3 times. It was. She got released in 2012. She came back later that year. And then she got fired because she won the Feast or Fired case back in last year. She left again. And then she came back yet again. So. No, twice. That's the second time. Anyways, I mean, she came back so often, like a lot, and when she left at the beginning of last year, I mean, I was happy when she went then because I was so sick and tired of her. But then she came back last summer, and I was like, God damn it, we gotta put up with this chick again. But she is gone now. She has left, and hopefully she stays away. I have a good feeling that she is going to stay away, but then again, that's how I felt last time, so I'm gonna knock on wood with that. But hopefully she is gone for good. And another thing, as soon as the news got out that she left, of course, a bunch of TNA naysayers and just all the people who love to bash TNA find any excuse to say that, oh, they're going out of business, or yeah, when it got out that Velvet Sky was leaving, they were like, oh my god, the company's going under, their roster's dying, and it's like, what? Did you miss the fact that they've signed like 8 or 9 new wrestlers in the past month and a half? In fact, they just signed Allison Kay, AK-47 Allison Kay, if you don't know who she is. Obviously, she's an independent female wrestler. You can go check out her matches on YouTube. She was in Shimmer. And actually, out of all the female wrestlers on the independent circuit right now, she's probably one of the best talkers. So TNA really got themselves, they really signed themselves a good talent. I was hoping they'd sign her for a while, but they finally have, and that's great. So I hope that eventually they give her a push and she becomes champion because the promos that she could cut would be awesome. But yeah, they've signed Allison Kay. They signed Cherry Bomb, who is being called Allie now, which I don't know what's wrong with Cherry Bomb. They're calling Allison Kay Sienna, or they're giving her some sort of weird name. Again, I don't know what's wrong with Allison Kay. I mean, maybe it's because it has something to do with name, trademark, I don't know. But, yeah, she's AK-47 Allison Kay. I think that could have gotten over really well with, mainstream wrestling and stuff, but whatever. But yeah, and they also, I mean, Rosemary has been there for a while. She's also known as Courtney Rush on the independent circuit, but she's probably more well known as Rosemary by now. And I actually like that name. I mean, who would have thought? I actually liked a new name that the mainstream company would give an independent wrestler. But anyways, but yeah, she's been with TNA for a while. She's obviously with the Decay. The Decay are doing very well. They just won the World Tag Team Champions, which I'm very happy about. Because I like Rosemary. I really like Crazy Steve. I think he's a really underrated talent. I think he's a really good wrestler. Abyss, I'm kind of on, but I mean, he's a TNA original. So, I mean, he deserves another good run. But yeah, apparently they're doing pretty well. I like the Decay. I like their theme music. Marilyn Manson is awesome. So, yeah. But anyways, I'm getting off topic. But, anyways, yeah, Velvet Sky is gone. And, I mean, I'm really, I haven't lost sleep. I haven't lost any sleep over it. Like I said, I'm not really upset about it. Kind of happy she's finally gone. I mean, she was just so stale. She was really stale. I mean, the beautiful people got back together for like the 500th fucking time, but it was a new version of the beautiful people, like a new badass. Like they were trying, like Madison Rain, Angelina Love, and Velvet Sky. They were all trying to act badass, and like the newer, better version of the beautiful people. Like instead of like being all like in pink and purple and everything, they were acting like badasses or something, which I didn't buy for a second, and I rolled my eyes when they got back together. But luckily, we don't have to deal with the beautiful people anymore with the 500,000th reincarnation of the beautiful people. But yeah. Also, Velvet Sky to me, I mean, she's not a terrible wrestler, but at the same time, she's never been that good of a wrestler either. Like, if you compare all the members of the beautiful people, I'd say the best wrestler out of all the beautiful people, because you had Lacey Von Erich in there at one point, and she was terrible. Like, Lacey Von Erich was a terrible wrestler. I think everyone remembers how terrible she was. But, after Lacey Von Erich, Velvet Sky was probably the next worst wrestler. Like, she was nowhere near as bad as Lacey, but still, she wasn't that good. She was never really that good. Velvet Sky, as the top champion in the Knockouts division, was just kind of laughable, honestly. I mean, no offense to anyone who's a fan of Velvet Sky. I mean, if you like Velvet Sky, more power to you. I just didn't really care for her that much. She was good on the mic, though. She did cut good promos. I will give her that. She was pretty good on the microphone, which is why I think she should have been a manager. You know, I know Fool Killer 99, a guy who does TNA reviews, he mentioned he has suggested that many times, and I think she would have done a lot better as a manager as opposed to a wrestler. But whatever. What can you do? But yeah. She's not a great wrestler. Pretty stale, like I said. She'd been there like for 2016. She'd been there on and off for 9 years, almost, since the Knockouts division was made back in 2007. You know, she'd been a heel, she'd been a face multiple times. She switched up her character last summer. So it's all. I mean, she was Knockouts champion twice. Yeah, twice, which is really more than she should have gotten. But yeah, I mean, she TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champion. Not that that really meant anything. It's not even a thing now, obviously. But I mean, yeah, she did pretty much everything there was to do in TNA. She got multiple pushes, which some of them she probably really didn't. I'm not gonna say deserve, but like there could have been better women who got her pushes, but whatever. But yeah, she did everything there was to do in that company, and she left. So really, even if some people are kind of sad, I mean, you got to kind of look at it. That's what I said in my Bobby Roode, Eric Young video, how I was talking about how they left TNA, you know. It's sad that they left TNA, it really is. I'm going to miss them. They're both great wrestlers, but at the same time, both of them did pretty much everything there was to do in the company. It's not like they could have done anything new in the company. So, you know, they wanted to leave the company and just look for more opportunities, and I understand that. So, yeah. It's the same thing with Velvet Sky. But apparently she's, I've heard some things about her wanting to go to WWE. Apparently she's been wanting to go to WWE for a while. I haven't heard anything like that, but again, I don't have Twitter. I don't have Facebook, I don't have Twitter, so I don't know if she's been making tweets implying that or something, but apparently she has, but I don't know. But as far as her going to WWE, if she does, I could really care less. Again, I mean, she's 30, she's in her mid-30s, I think. She's like, what, 35, 36, 35 maybe? So she's not old, but she's not terribly young either. And she's really not that good of a wrestler, so... And they've already got a great division, probably the best the division's been in WWE in years, but... You know, so Velvet Sky going to NXT or something, I wouldn't really care. And she could probably get over with her looks and everything, but I mean, I guess she'd be better than Eva Marie, but whatever. But yeah, so Velvet Sky is officially done with TNA. Couldn't have come sooner. So yeah, not really upset about it. Kind of happy about it. And hopefully TNA can keep signing new women, and because that division needs a revamp, like it's needed a revamp for years. Years. That division has been just not in good condition for a few years now, but they're finally signing new women and revamping that division like it needs to be, so that's good. Okay, and one more point. I did say I don't think Velvet Sky is a good wrestler multiple times in this video. If you go back, she had a recent match with Madison Rayne a few weeks ago. I forget how long ago it was. It was recent. It was to decide the new number one contender. It was Velvet Sky versus Madison Rayne, and in my opinion, Madison Rayne, who is actually a good wrestler, completely outshined Velvet Sky in that match. Like she kind of exposed Velvet Sky in that match. So yeah. Oh yeah, and back to I never like the beautiful people. Her being like the worst, probably besides Lacey Von Erich, probably the worst wrestler in the group. And I'd say that actually I'd say Madison Rayne was probably the best with Angelina Love, who was pretty decent. That's another one that left. Angelina Love left not as recently as Velvet, but she left a month ago or a little longer than that. But same thing with her. She did everything in the company. Was heel, was face, switched up her characters multiple times actually. Some for the worse, but whatever. But yeah, she pretty much did everything she needed to do in the company. Angelina Love did, so her leaving again, not really that upset about. I mean, she was a much better wrestler than Velvet, but still, not really that upset about it. But yeah, so that's how I feel about Velvet Sky being gone from TNA. What do you think? Let me know how you feel. So yeah, but that's it for this video. Like and subscribe if you want to, and yeah, so that's it. And I will talk to you guys later. Peace.